Like say shalom, call Yim La, Yahweh Ba Shem Shad. Also with the bonus Elza GMS. I'm Mr. Akim. Blessings to you, brothers and sisters that listen. The hopeful elects, call Yim La, Yahweh Ba Shem Shad. I tried to get this video up last night, had problems on this Hunter Moon. But it's supposed to be from, it was last night to tonight. They were speaking about it on the news. And let me go into it a little bit because just this really symbolizes what's coming, man. We know the scripture says that the moon is for what? It's for a declaration of times, man, and seasons. Okay, now let me read this real quick. It says, why is it called the hunter's moon? The story behind full moon names. Let's go. Let's see. It says, ever wonder why September's full moon is known as a harvest moon, while June is known as strawberry moon? Each moon name has something to do with that particular time in the year. According to AccuWeather, the full moon names date back to Native American folklore and how tribes back then kept track of the seasons by giving a distinct name and meaning, right? Because they were Gadites, all right? The Israelites, man. Okay. Let me go to the Hunter Moon. It says, October's Hunter's Moon was given its name because it was at that time when tribes gathered meat for the long winter ahead. Okay? Let me read on a little bit more. It says also when the time of year when animals were fattened up in preparation for the colder months ahead, and hunting season is underway for hunters to stock up on meat for the winter, man. Okay? So for what? To prepare for the bitter months ahead, man. Alright? That's how I want to get to the article dealing with this famine that's coming up, man. Alright? How we need to prepare spiritually, man. It's about to get crazy out here, man. Just did the video on the shells. Now the mainstream media is finally reporting on it, even though we've been reporting on this thing, man. How a famine was coming, man. How now the elite is going to weaponize food, man. And this is how the MOB is going to come about. This is how they're going to force people to take this thing, man. Okay? So the Most High, he's turning this thing up. All right? Our people been playing games for a long time, man. All right? The Most High said he going to laugh at your calamities. Okay? Because when he called, you did not answer. And it still hasn't dawned on people how serious this thing is going to be, man. All right, they already telling you there's going to be major shortages come holiday time. Now, we read two precepts on the moon, then let me get to this article. All right, so call him La Yahweh Shem Shah. It says the Psalms 136. And also they said it represents the inner warrior from within. That's what Gad said. All right. So yes, the moon was looking real bright last night, man, and it was speaking about it. So let me do a video on this, man, and I said, wow, that symbolizes the time we in, right? It says Psalms 136 verse 3. It says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord of Lords, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him alone doeth great wonders, for His mercy endureth forever." And the Most High don't be getting credit. I sure don't give the Most High credit, man. Talking about his science, this, that. They never give glory to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Never, man. Alright? To him that stretched out the earth above the waters, the Shemayim, the heavens, for his mercy endure forever. To him that made great lights, the sun and the moon, for his mercy endure forever. The sun to rule by day, for his mercy endure forever. The moon and the stars to rule by night, for his mercy endure forever, man. Okay? So the Most High, man, this is the Most High's creation, man. Everything that you see on the planet Earth, okay? Sun, the moon, the stars, the entire heavens, okay? The earth itself, man, was created by a higher power, man. And we know what time period we live in. You see? Let me get another preset. Let me get one more. All right. So we know when you read Genesis, the first chapter, Ecclesiastes 43, it tells you that what the moon was created for, man. That's all we've been tracking a lot of. Anytime a blood moon will come in, or which is pretty much the same thing, a lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, right? And there's also supposed to be a meteor shower tonight as well. So anytime these things come in, we report on it, because we don't get those do have spiritual meaning. Okay, Scripture tells you that also in the book of Joel, that the moon will turn into blood before the dreadful day of the Lord comes. So these do have spiritual meanings, because the Lord also said in Matthew the 24th chapter as well, Yahweh Shai, that there will be signs in the sun and in the moon. Now let me read this. Job chapter 12 verse 7. It says, yes, this is good too. It says, but ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee. All right. And the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. All right. Who knoweth not all these, that the hand of Yahweh Shem Shah have wrought this, man? Okay. Yahweh Shem Shah, man, is and well, it's going to go into it. Whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind. Doeth not the ear try words, and the mouth tastes meat? With the ancient wisdom and the length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength, his counsel and understanding, man. So verse 14, behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening. And he's destroying the society, man. Okay? Once he casts this place down, that's it, man. And his wisdom was behind creation. And what's his wisdom? Yahweh Shai. It tells you that in Proverbs, the 8th chapter, man. Okay? And we also know the moon is very important as well, because it can control tides. Animals use it for, reproduction. They also use it for navigation, man. Okay? I shall tell this lie that the moon don't have its own light. That's a lie, man. Okay? So the scripture says to ask the beasts, and they shall teach thee, man. Okay? And the fowls of heaven, and they shall tell thee. All right? So, man, and like we said, they represent, like they said, this moon represents preparing for the harsh winter. And they already said that this winter is going to be an extremely cold one. All right? Now, let me get to this article. Let's get to this article, man. It says, Red Alert, as now America is just 9 meals away from anarchy, massive civil unrest provoked on purpose. Wow. Let's get it. They said, mass famine has been engineered into the coordinated takedown of the United States of America, and it's already too late to reverse it. Widespread food scarcity is already baked in, so to speak, and now it's only a matter of time as the dominoes fall, man. Okay? Let me read a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole thing, obviously. Let me read. It says, America is being deliberately plunged into a dark winter of famine, energy collapse, hyperinflation, medical martial law. Over the next several months, we are going to witness food riots in Democrat-run cities, well, everywhere, not just Democrat-run cities. But yes, these inner cities where you jakes are at is going to be the worst. New York, Chicago, California, okay, Detroit, Jersey, Philly, right? Those are quote-unquote blue states, Democratic states. But even in red states, okay, it doesn't matter. He's shutting down, is affecting everywhere. Okay, it says government, because it's going Florida, Texas, is going to be everywhere, because all these places are getting hit with these mandates, man. The governor's saying one thing, but the corporations and the hospitals and the President Biden is saying something totally different. Because the first one was in Houston. So that's a quote-unquote red Republican state. A lot of those nurses and doctors lost their job, man. In Kentucky, the same thing, man. All right, it says government enforced rationing of food. This is going to happen globally, because they're doing it also in UK. They had the gas and food shortage. They're doing it in Australia. They're doing it in different parts of Europe. So this is the hour of temptation to sit everywhere, man. All right, government enforced rationing of food purchases at retail. Welcome to Venezuela. I guess America makes Venezuela. What's happening in Venezuela, he's saying gonna happen here. Some sort of food ration enforcement ID, possibly a biometric MOB system. Obviously, we told people that's gonna happen. He crashed the system, gonna use food against you, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to buy or sell. It's coming down to it. We at the wire, coming down, man. All right. That's why I did a video on what this particular moon represent, man. Okay. Aggressive public shaming of hoarders and possibly criminalization of stockpiling food. And we gotta put detention camps in there, man. You gotta put detention camps in there, man. All right. It says public school systems are running out of food. One school system in Alabama, see, that's a red state. So it's not just only Democrat-run cities. It says school system in Alabama is now urging parents to keep their children at home because the school has no more food to feed them. All right? Because why? The ships, these storehouses, all right? These supermarkets, everybody's running. They told you on the news blatantly, man. Okay, they were stocking up on certain things. Now they're running out of those items, meats, canned goods. Okay, basic things, man, basic essential things that you can get once upon a time is now becoming obsolete. All right, so America, that's what he said. Venezuela, it's pretty much America's gonna be a third world country, man. All right, all across America, people are seeing empty shelves with their own eyes now. The hashtag Bare Shelves Biden is trending across social media. The mainstream media is acknowledging the worsening shortages, but they are trying to blame hoarders rather than engineered supply chain collapse. Because it's a part of their Great Re, which I want to do a video on that as well. It's a part of the Great Re, okay? Food manufacturers across the country are announcing major price increases because the dollar's losing its value as well. That's inflation. And grocery stores like Albertsons are declaring prices are rise aggressively for the foreseeable future. All right. They said, it says other supermarket chains are also having a difficult time stocking shelves, the Journal reported, due to receiving unfulfilled deliveries from suppliers. That's what he said. He said America's just 9 meals away from anarchy, man. Okay. Right, and they said the food riots won't be far behind. All across America, government and corporate leaders are firing those who refuse to take Vanessa while facing a mass die-off of those who did take them. All right, yeah, they're not talking about that, man, because your immune system is destroyed. All right, and every single day is only going to get worse as we go into the winter time. You're going to see it more, man. Okay, you're really going to see it, man. Okay, when the cold months start coming in, basic viruses that your immune system could fight off easily is now going to affect a lot of these people, man. Okay, and to hell with them, man, because you were warned not to take it. All right. So it said, make no mistake, Biden and his globalist controllers are waging all-out war against the American people. Obviously, all right. The elite is doing that against the world. That's what scripture says. He's coming down with great wrath. Okay. Now, let me read just 2 precepts, man. So, bitter months ahead. Bitter months ahead, man. Okay. And they're telling people there's already shortages, but it hasn't dawned on them yet. Hasn't dawned on these people yet, man. They don't have a freaking clue, man. You can just tell by people's conversation and their energy. Okay, they're not going to start noticing these things when Thanksgiving and Christmas come around and they see the stock and the shelves are empty and the deliveries are going to be late. All right, that's when the food riots going to start. It's going to get crazy, man. Okay, so 2021, Kolo Imlaya Habashim Yal Shah started out slow, right? But now it's amping right back up again, man. Okay, we see the mandates. Now we see the food shortages. Now we see all these first responders, doctors and nurses and police officers, firefighters, EMT workers, people work for the federal government, TSA. A lot of these people will start losing their jobs, man. All right. We also see a lot of people going to start getting evicted. It's just a recipe for disaster, man. So this is what the scripture tells us to do. 2 Ezra 14, verse 14. It says, let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man, because we all have thoughts that hold us down, man. All right? The scripture said, that the sin that easily beset us, man. Right, in the book of Hebrews, it says, put off now the weak nature. We got to be tough, man. Okay? The mindset got, just like Gad said, they had to prepare for the harsh winter ahead. They had to prepare, man. Okay? Hunt, gather food, they would stockpile, they were ready mentally. Right? They had to prepare. So we see what we're about to go into. We got to prepare and get closer to Yahweh Shem Shah, man. All right, and set aside the thoughts that are heavy unto thee, and haste to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter, man. Greater evils is about to come, man. Okay, we are here. All what we've been prophesying about from the elders and apostles on down, they've been doing it for years upon years, decades, and brothers came after. All we've been saying in the scriptures is now being made manifest, man. We're living in it, man. Okay, it's here now. You see the stage is being set. We're not the children of darkness. Okay, we're the complete light. We have Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shem Shai has gave us what? The secret of the times, man. All right, we know how to measure the times diligently. All right, so we know what we're entering into. Let me read this last precept. Okay, because 2 Ezra 16:37, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with a child in 9th month bringeth forth her son, and 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb. We in that birth pain. Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, man. We've seen it, man. Food shortages, man. And sorrow shall compass it on every side. And there's going to be other plagues, pestilences, bio-warfare. Okay? We know the economic collapse. We know you're going to have detention camps. You're going to have race riots. All of the above in World War III. Let's read. He that settled let him be as he fleeth away. And he that buyeth as one as will lose. Okay? Because we can't carry anything with us in the world to come. Everything going to be left behind, man. That's what it's going to go into. He that occupied merchandise is he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as though he should not reap, so he that plants the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that should get no children. See? It tells you that all throughout the scriptures. Matthew 24. There's a have wives be as though they had none. Paul, Jeremiah. Because we in some serious times, man. And they that marry not as the widowers, and therefore they that labor in vain. Okay? People talking about 5 years from now, and I'm investing in this and that, and man, you doing all that in vain. You don't see what time you in. Okay, you can't discern the signs of the times? Obviously not, man. Because you people, you still trying to follow a dream. Alright, the American dream, man. And the guy even told you in the article it's going to be Venezuela. It's going to be what you see what happened in Venezuela. It's going to be a third world country. Okay? The supply chain is breaking down. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses. Okay? People going to go on people's houses. Take their children captives. Okay? Rape your children. Kill your children. Eat your children. Alright? From captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, and the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possession, and their own person. Okay? This is coming, man. We like this, even tell you in that article, months away. Alright? And they're already saying that this winter is going to be very bitter. And we see that there's going to be what? Major food shortages, man. Okay? So, what you got to do, man, obviously, we know we have to do, man. Alright, we got to get closer to Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Alright, the scripture says, pray without ceasing. Okay, pray without ceasing. Okay, and the scripture says to put off that weak nature for greater evils. We're gonna see greater evils, man, happen in this place, man. Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick video on this to the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Shalom.